Okay, let's go over the differentiation rules that you should keep in mind when you're doing differentiation. The first one is the power rule, which says that if y equals x to the power of n, then the derivative is, you're just going to put the power as the coefficient and write the x as it is and subtract 1 from the power. For example, you have y equals x to the power of 5, then dy over dx, that is just going to be 5x to the power of 5 minus 1, which is 5x to the power of 4. The next rule is, what if you have to differentiate x itself? So derivative of x is 1. This means that if y equals x, then dy over dx is just 1. The next rule says that the derivative of a constant number, this is our third rule, that is 0. So for example, if y equals some number, maybe 5, then dy over dx of 5 is just going to be 0. Okay. Rule number 4 is that what if a constant is being multiplied with a function? So let's call it constant multiple rule. If you have a function y in which a is being multiplied with some function of x, then the derivative of y, you're just going to take the a out and differentiate the function of x. Okay. So as an example, let's say that y equals 5x to the power of 3. And you want to find out what is the derivative for this. So it's dy over dx. We're just going to take the constant 5 out and differentiate the thing that is inside, which is x cubed. Now you're going to apply power rule for differentiating x cubed. So the power is 3, that becomes the coefficient of x. And then you subtract 1 from the power, 3 minus 1. So this becomes 3 minus 1 becomes 2, so x squared. And 5 multiplies with the 3 inside, so this becomes 15. The last rule that we have for the differentiation, that is the addition and subtraction. So what if you have two functions of x that are maybe being added or subtracted. So all you need to do is just differentiate them separately. So dy over dx, that's just going to be the separate derivatives of f of x and g of x. Nothing fancy, just differentiate them separately. Okay. So for
Okay.
example, let's do an example. Let's say that y equals x to the power of 4 plus x to the power of 2. And we want to find out dy over dx. So you're just going to differentiate them separately, which means that you're going to differentiate this first. This gives us the power, it becomes the coefficient. This becomes 4x to the power of 4 minus 1. Plus the plus sign, it comes as it is. And then we differentiate the next term, which is this. The power 2, it becomes the coefficient again. So we have x to the power of 2 minus 1. And this expression, it becomes 4x to the power of 3 plus 2x. So these are all the rules that you're going to need for your IGCSE differentiation.